All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to the stream here at VRML Season 2, Week 1. We've got ourselves in a matchup here, returning actually from yesterday's stream here on Channel 1. We got Turbo facing off against the Space Monkeys. First time they've been on stream, or at least first time I've streamed them. Checking real quick, and indeed, so first stream for Space Monkeys, second one here coming in for Turbo in their victory last night versus Team Spectre. It was a very entertaining match. Here in the casting booth, though, it's Palidore joining you, and then joining me, it's SputnikKobra. So hello, Sputnik.
Hello, hello. I'm always excited to cast another match of VRML Echo Arena, and I'm really excited to see which team prevails. I know of Techno Wubs. I haven't seen his team play, and I know of Newton Dad. I see him all the time in the technical chats that we have on the Echo Discord. And his son's in chat cheering his father on, so that's always a great thing to see, and hoping his dad pulls out a win for the team.
Yeah, devastating save there from Red Ace in the practice court. But yeah, Newton, we've been seeing a lot of the Newtons and or dads over the last week, so always fun, the recurring faces, and just as well see them a lot in the Twitch chats, definitely, so shout out to them. Yes, says Newton. Yeah. Valkyrie here just tossing at the wall, the practice disc, I suppose. Teams have been pinged unless I put in the wrong channel, which I did not, because I'm on top of it. That's a lie. But yes, it's all good. We've got all the players in here. Space Monkey on the blue team. And it's a Lil Red Wolf, Newton Dad, Boss Dragoon, and a Dax Monkey. Meanwhile, on Turbo for Orange, it's Red Ace, Techno Wubs, Valkyrie, and Lucy Goosey. So no doubt the law is in the chat somewhere, and indeed he is. What's poppin'?
What is popping as a player changes to the other team? I think they're going to get ready, and we're just waiting for them to ready up and get started. And blue team readying up, and we're just waiting on that orange team to ready up to get this underway.
Yeah, we're all ready. We're good to go. Streams all day long. Been fun. Been the case all week, really. Hello to Soisy as well in the chat. Joining the fray, joining the mix. Hot Pepper earlier on, Phase Turkey. And oh, here we go, round one, Sput, about to start.
I'm looking to see who comes away with the joust advantage from the neutral joust, see who gets possession. I've got no expectations, I've got no predictions, so we're going to see it all unfold in real time.
Yeah, well, for Space Monkeys, didn't really get to see them yet on stream once again, so on that end, as a nice punch comes from Techno, don't know what to expect, but from Turbo, who we did see last night in that very fun closer match for yesterday's streams, it was Techno Wubs who was just absolutely feasting over and over on just a multitude of goals, really carrying the scoring load for sure. Of course, Lucy Goosey is the Law's brother, as we learned yesterday, and he had himself a 66-meter shot from full court. That was kind of fun to watch. So we'll see what happens today, and if Techno Wubs especially is going to retain that hot hand.
All right, they're not challenging.
We'll sail through mid from that backline player to Boss Dragoon. Boss up to Red Wolf, and Red Wolf will lose possession, and a slap will come through mid from Turbo.
And up top, there's the boost coming in with some turbo speed, but a little too much on the overshoot, and just the same on the shot itself from Valkyrie, unable to connect. But there's a looming couple players there for Turbo in that back line, but still gets thrown through them. The immediate boost, no regrab going through, but maybe it's just enough indeed to get the disc back nonetheless.
Techno Wubs with possession, trying to find that clear through tube. It will go around the whole circle. Losing possession just for a second, scramble for it. On that floor, be picked up by Red Wolf. Red Wolf under pressure, not able to find that pass, and these teams are just a little frantic. They need to slow it down and find a rhythm.
And just clarifying, I heard it in the pre-game discussion. Actually, I'll get back to that in a second, because maybe an attempt at the goal. Oh, but no, it's saved out. Red Ace. That's Ace in the hole, Ace in the goal with a great save.
It will be picked up along that floor. A stun will come through, be picked up by Red Wolf. Red Wolf immediately loses it to Techno Wubs. Techno Wubs has this clear angle to the back of that court, and he's going to take the shots and bounce off the shield and be picked up by Dragoon.
And now as the stacks unravel once more, they're going to get that back loosey-goosey for Turbo here. And looking for a clear.
And as it goes in the hands of Techno Wubs, this 3-to-1 position. He's 4-to-1. He's got no one up there with him. He sends it right up to Bo. Red Ace picking it up. So Red Ace not under pressure. He's finding that pass. It's going to bounce off the Geo and be a chase picked up by Dex Monkey.
So a deep one just takes a bounce off those mid blocks back into the waiting hands there. Actually, Lil Wolf Red Wolf's trying to slap that through. And yes, now I'll take that time. The clarification, the spectator thing, yeah, not allowed unless it's a official VRML cast. The reasons for that, of course, and I know it was discussed, but just for the clarity of the rest of the people watching, you know, to keep the you know, extra eyes off and not able to kind of calm things in secret channels and what have you. That's a big reason for that. But nonetheless, back to the gameplay here. Will be retrieved here by Dax, and he has some time to work with on the clear.
And we'll go into the hands of Red Ace. Just a lot of possession changes. 6 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock. No scores yet. 0-0, and just trying to find these clears. Their positioning is good on the back line. Both teams are getting these stops, and the shot finally comes through from TechnoWub, so that's 2 points on the board. That's a 3-minute, 18-second goal time.
Yeah, it took a while to finally get going, but get going they did. It was TechnoWubs. He did have the defense draped, but still managed to get through and walk it in before a stun or a grab can be completed. So, yeah, Turbo up here starting. As I said, it was Techno yesterday, and, well, at least for the moment, it's him today on the offense.
So approaching this bubble, Red Wolf, trying to find that pass, almost able to intercept it, getting stopped by TechnoWubs. TechnoWubs going for that clear. It's not on target, but he's able to retrieve it and finish that clear off.
Yeah, so the Techno show so far gets the grab in the clear and maybe an open goal had they been able to get it, but Lucy Goosey getting stunned. Doesn't matter because Valkyrie is there for the collection and putting it right into the goal. It's 4 points for Turbo.
And that will be another 2 points. So that's, again, a 4-point lead. Low scoring, but they're starting to find a rhythm after their initial score a minute ago, probably less than that. So it will be joust advantage to Space Monkeys, and they'll immediately lose it off that headbutt from Turbo.
Yeah, we saw that yesterday a bit as well. Very true to their name. They have some pretty blazingly fast jousts that we're seeing. Over here, though, again, TechnoWubs. That's the second time, kind of wearing defense as a coat, but just shedding the coat and getting the goal instead.
Able to challenge that goalie and find the 2 points, so joust advantage back to Space Monkeys. This time they have to predict that fast-moving stack, blitzing the QB. Yeah. And this time they do it again, but able to get rid of it.
Yeah, absolutely. You saw how fast, not only on that first pass by, but the second flyby, they collected back on their stacks so quickly that they were able to get back to the defense. And heads up to the stream. Stream Buddy is now active. Thanks for the reminder. By the way, for those who don't actually know, that's the overlay there. So if you hover over the Twitch video player, you can actually get a read on team and player stats. Credit to Sealable Bag and So Much for Subtlety for that.
An excellent tool it is. And another shot, this time ricocheting off Newton Dad and going into the goal. So it will be an 8-point lead in favor of Turbo.
Yeah, so another goal coming on through, and as they're starting to pull away, that time was it Techno again. My screen is so tiny there, couldn't tell. I'm pretty sure it was though, and yeah, will be just 8 points with 4 minutes left here. Dax Monkey rolling out and finding that first pass to Lil Red Wolf.
Lil Red Wolf not under pressure, approaching bubble, trying to find these cross passes, holding at Geo, continually moving, but now realizing that pressure, throws a pass. And this pressure is intense, but able to get through these passes, but not through that line. It will be Valkyrie with the stop and the clear.
That was a superb defense coming in there from Turbo. They were just really claustrophobic there, closing in onto the offensive players, outside and inside the bubble. So excellent job there, and that's what caused this whole turnover to occur and give them the chance at even more points, maybe double digits they can go up by here in a second.
All right, we're not playing zone like we said.
And with another shot, this time Newton Dad finding the save and clearing it out, but it's not clear of their backcourt. Be finished off by another member of Space Monkeys, and it'll be a chase for possession.
Yeah, just tossing that out there as if I was putting a child in timeout. Just kidding. That's really, really terrible. But I know over here it's Boss Dragoon As the space out coming in from Space Monkeys, I really like the positioning. You can see on either side of the floor, left, right, and center. Very nice to see. However, kind of struggling to get it in here, even despite the call-outs. But the punch-outs actually grabbed here by Dex. Not too long, more punches coming through. And a spin shot, windmilling it, but not finding the goal. And one more yet again. And there's Lil Red Wolf right on the target.
Well, you know what they say, Palidore. Dad's house, dad's rules.
Yeah, they say that all the time, but I guess that applies here. I mean, Newton Dad coming in as a league sub, right? So he's been, again, all over the place. But you know what? That's fine. You know, he's the senior presence. He takes control, and, you know, you got to have that sometimes.
And he's definitely making a difference here. So Red Ace finding that clear through mid, maybe a missed pass, and trying to retrieve it off that bounce as a member of Turbo. And he's going to find it. He's looking for passes. He's going to send it back, or he's just going to hold it. And with that back pass, they're looking to start their offense.
Now, that said, I've been called Pally Dad a little bit too much lately, so I'm not even sure. But over here will be Red Ace 96 going to the 86 there on that shot. But instead, Boss Dragoon has the disc only for a moment. It looks like we have a crash, but maybe they're going to crash the goal to capitalize here if they can, because they're down a man. But they still, if they can score here, that would be huge for Turbo, but unable to do so. And it's cleared out straight and then bouncing to the side.
And it's a chase for possession going to the hands of Technowubs. So with this man disadvantage, they need to find possession. They need to clear it. They need to secure and maintain their lead. And approaching that bubble is Boss Dragoon, and he's going to find the 2 points at 5 meters below the goal.
Yeah, so maybe a reset, I imagine, might be on the way, because they did lose a player here, and with the last about minute or so of gameplay, waiting to see here. Definitely would be a time of great import if a reset were to occur, perhaps, but if they're going to roll with it, they're going to roll with it, and launching out they will, even down a player or not.
And we'll bounce off the Geo back towards Bubble from that joust advantage, so they will pick it up. Technowubs looking for a clear, not able to find it. They're still challenging it, 25 seconds on the clock. Unable to come back. They still want to put points on the board. They want to maintain that momentum going into the second round.
Yeah, exactly. And now time is just going to be out, but still a bit of a risk there. And will be one more goal and end here 8-6 in favor of Turbo in the first round. So still more game to play. But yeah, the margins being brought ever the more close. And yeah, 8-6.
As the chat likes to say, get the touchdown, home run. I know you guys don't really play other sports, but this is a sport within itself, and I always say that.
Just as much as the dad thing?
I don't know, that was a really awful joke.
Oh, it was a joke. I thought you were being serious. It was just a general phrase that's said on a normal basis. Apparently not. So my confusion, my bad, and why is... Oh, there we go again. See, this is whoever that was spectating earlier in the game. Now we've got a... It'll fix itself for the next round, don't you worry. When players switch up teams, though, as the game is starting, that's why you get these weird little overlays, because it, yeah. Anyway, never you mind. You remember when I said that whole hypnotize thing? You're getting sleepy, direct your eyes away from the bottom of that screen.
You need to stop saying getting sleepy, because I think you're actually hypnotizing me to just a little bit.
Good. It's the intention. But nonetheless, it's 4 points here for Red Wolf and 2 for Boss Dragoon, and Technowubs as well, 4, I believe 6 actually, because they had that one that went off the noggin of someone on the other team. But yeah, other than that, it just a close game, and I know people in the chat there were pointing out, you know, it was the last minute, so why reset anyways? Maybe it's not necessary. Well, you think that, but the moment you do are the times that you kind of have it blow up in your face sometimes. And it actually did happen in a match towards the end of the last season. I can't recall which team. Actually, no, I can, but I'm not going to shout it out. Nonetheless, it happened late last season where a team opted not to do a restart, and they lost to a game-winning goal because of it on that round. So it's not an impossible thing. But right there, Loosey Goosey losing it to the hands here of a Space Monkey, and out it goes.
And with that cleared down through mid, it will be in the turbo bubble, picked up by Technowubs, looking to find a clear or a pass. He's taking his time, his approaching wall.
Yes, sir. And yeah, apologies for that, Ryan. It's, as I said, because the teams are drawn out by the API as the game is starting, but because we had people extra specs and switching teams and whatnot, that's what threw it off is all. So, you know, we work with what we've got, but I apologize for your inconvenience. But over here, Dax will have the disc and just send it right out into the side, into the middle of that is, and a light boost coming in, just very light indeed from Red Wolf, has some time, and does have a back pass available if he wants.
I couldn't get it there.
And it will clear it off the bottom of tube, up into that trap. And another shot going through, but the goalie's there and he'll stop it. So Red Ace at the back line, sending that pass up to tube, up to TechnoWubs. TechnoWubs beating that defender under pressure. He's going to go for that long shot. It will bounce off Pebble and up to no one as the stun comes through, and it's just a chase for possession.
I was ready for it. Yet another one of those goals by Techno. Oh, that's pretty straight, but just a little bit too low. So very good look. The second attempt will be good. No, kind of similar results there, bouncing right back to mid.
So Dax Monkey up to Boss Dragoon, and Boss Dragoon off the backboard. 16 meters a second out of his hands, 8 off the backboard, and at 9 meters.
How about that? That was very nice from Boss, like a boss and not dragging his feet whatsoever. It's 3 points. Space Monkey, they're obviously wanting to press up on here and get the advantage and force those round threes. We've seen some of them today. We've seen actually today alone multiple OTs and game winners. So just saying.
Red Ace with possession, taking his time. They are down by 3. 7 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. They'll find that pass to TechnoWubs through the defense. TechnoWubs taking his time under double pressure, sending it to that backline player, Red Ace. And once again, they're just going to take their time and then look to start this bubble offense.
Yeah, like the patience once more. Didn't really force anything, just reset. You gotta love that kind of patience there. And look at this, it's gonna get them the goal as a result. So that's exactly what they needed to do. That was just excellent execution.
Absolutely. So it's Joust advantage now to Space Monkeys. That 1 point differential. Looking to take this Joust advantage, take this offensive possession and convert it into points.
And Newton in there saying, I keep hearing my dad before the stream delay. So there you go. You get double commentary almost, or I guess maybe it's you get a little inside info. Just keep it hush, I suppose. But nonetheless, little Red Wolf will grab the disc here, look up for the pass up top, and going for another one of those backboarded threes, perhaps, but slightly off on that one.
No, you're gonna be right.
Red.
So in the hands of Boss Dragoon at ramp and slapped out from a member of Turbo. Turbo looking to get their stacks almost in the goal. It will bounce off the crossbar past a member of Space Monkeys and finally picked up by Red Wolf.
And it's going to go back to the pocket now. There's defense trying to maybe back up, and they do so. So a rather daring shot. Red Ace will overtake it before trying to get rid of it and gets stunned instead. So turnover here going favor Space Monkey and Boss Dragoon.
With that cross pass to mid, Dax Monkey descended to the floor, looking to get that bounce off the Geo, but it will be picked up by Lucy Goosey. Lucy not able to find the clear. It's still in their backcourt, and it's a chase for possession along the wall.
And Boss with the disc again here. It seems to be at the advantage of a lot of these loose ones, but that being said, TechnoWubs just as well. We've seen them on both sides of the floor, offensively and defensively. And the stack coming in with some ferocity, some velocity, but getting stunned. And it's right back to Boss again.
And the stack will follow that one up, trying to get back in the defense. They will ricochet off Geo, but able to recover as TechnoWubs under pressure. So going to retrieve it is Valkyrie, and he'll try and find that clear through mid. It will bounce off double diamonds, down to trap. And it's just possession changing quickly between these two teams.
Yeah, and a short-range boost off from Techno. So nice leash. We'll buy the soft goal. It's 5-3, favoring Orange, favoring Turbo here. And it's Techno, again, just on a conversion. Super accurate.
So we are now at the halftime mark of this second round. Advantage to Turbo. 2 point advantage in this round to Turbo. Joust advantage to Space Monkey. Space Monkeys needs to start capitalizing. Try and find a lead in the second round.
And a little Red Wolf being stolen there by Techno again. So defense, the maneuvering, but the grabbing, that's great from Dax. not letting go or just giving up on the play. Found the foot and got the disc back, but not for too long, because now it's right back to maybe Techno, or actually take it back. That's Valkyrie, and it's Dax again.
Valkyrie will lose possession, trying to find that clear, but the backline player is there to meet it, and then followed up with a shot. We'll go a little high. Luckily, Red Ace is there, and another pass following up will bounce off the Geo, so these teams are scrambling, trying to find it. Will bounce off the head of another player, be picked up by Dax Monkey, and he'll send it right to Loosey Goosey. So just a lot of possession changes, a lot of frantic play.
Yeah, and as Boss comes away with a disc, how many times have I said Boss just gets that disc? Every time it's loose, it's just uncanny. Oh, another. I should really be well prepared for that, because that's happened so many times the last few days that I should just be already prepared for those full court flings to go in. Seriously.
So the disc will find its way to Trap and be picked up by Boss. Boss will lose it for a second and be slapped through by Red Ace. And it's another chase for possession.
As Boss, again with the disc first, is going to go for that clear and the boost, missing the grab, and Techno as a result will grab it instead, lining it up from center. Takes a few bounces off misdirection, but we'll see, depending on how those brawls in the backline go. It could still be a recovery from Techno. And no way, yes way, all the way for the goal, 7-3.
Techno Wubs losing it for just a second, frantically grabbing the disc, getting it, and kind of looking incredulously at the disc when he actually put it in the goal.
Yeah, it took a little extra bit of time maybe than they initially intended, but it was really, you saw kind of right before that camera cut in the midline, just the brawls going out. So despite the fact Space Monkeys did have one player up there looking to maybe get the disc, it was just the great brawling and then the immediate boost, just the awareness from the turbo to do that. And yeah, that's what got them the goal that time. That's what will get them the goal this time, should they line it up and hit it with some accuracy, and I shouldn't even doubt it's Techno Wubs again.
Turbo looking good with the 7-point lead, 2 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock. It's going to be difficult again for Space Monkeys to come back, but they showed in the first round that they have fight in them. They put up a good performance, and they may be able to come away with a win in this second round.
Newton in the chat saying Saluna bot, referring to the perfect accuracy here coming in on some of these shots. Indeed, a strong arm, and that's 2 nights in a row that Techno's got it done with just the very, not only high volume but high accuracy offense.
It will be snatched by Boss Dragoon, looking to approach this bubble, getting immediately stunned out with his arm cocked back and ready to fire. So it will be cleared through tube by Turbo, and looking to retrieve it is Little Red Wolf.
And Valkyrie does get that instead. It's going to go off that corner panel, so bounce right back into the waiting hands of a pair of stacks. Losing it here in a dog pile, and it's Techno Wubs again. 12 points.
He's loving this. See, this is the opposite.
He's wubbing this.
Yep. I don't even know if I can do the jingle. I don't think that's allowed, but he's wubbing it. So it is 60 seconds on the clock, roughly 60 seconds. 12-3. Joust advantage back to Space Monkeys, and almost taken from them and picked up along the Geo and dunked right in. It's got to be Techno Wubs. It's Loosey Goosey with that dunk.
No, that was loosey goosey, looking very foot-loosey on that one. That was a great move to just maneuver in for the 2. 14-3 now with the last 38 seconds remaining on this second round.
So with time running out in this second round, it's looking pretty grim for Space Monkeys. They get the pass to Tube. They want to get points on the board. They want to finish strong, because if you do lose the 2 rounds, getting points on the board, it still helps somewhat. At least that's what I think. And it will be try to clear it out through the tube, but we'll bounce off the Geo, and we're looking at 10 seconds left on the clock.
And we're looking at one more shot being dropped. It's a Turbo taking away the round, though. The end of the day here, 14-5, and that is the 2-rounder sweep. But still, good effort here from Space Monkeys. Still putting some points on the board and ultimately keeping it, within the single digits.
Absolutely, a great performance from both teams. Techno Wubs really, I don't know how many times I can say really, but he put a hurting on this Space Monkeys team, coming away with 16 points.
Really?
16 points.
Yeah, let's go back and let's see. Fingers crossed it is indeed fixed. So there you go. See, we promised we'd get it done. And anyway, yeah, a big game coming in again. And Turbo will indeed complete this week of their streams and their matches with a lot of success. I mean, 2 nights in a row, about the same time each one. And Techno-Ubs, 16 points his way, along with 2 saves and 5 steals, 30 stuns. So leading once more in multiple categories. Points, saves, steal. Yeah, every category here. He's tied for saves, but everything else, I mean, he is just well and ahead, which is quite notable here, and makes himself definitely one of those players in week 1 that I think people are going to kind of remember from the streams.
Definitely, and I look forward to seeing these 2 teams play more in the future, and hopefully casting more of them. So it will be an exciting couple of weeks seeing them develop.
Absolutely. But meanwhile, for the other stats too, just gotta give them the read through here is Lucy Goosey with 2 points, 1 assist, 21 stuns. So pretty strong effort there as well. I mean, really, the stun department, you can just see nice margin of difference here favoring Turbo. But yeah, Techno-Ubs, or Red Ace rather, with 1 assist, 1 save, 16 stuns. They had Valkyrie with 2 assists and 10 stuns. And over on the opposite side, it was Boss Dragoon with 5 points, 1 assist, save, steal, and then 11 stuns. Dax Monkey with 2 apiece in points, assists, and saves to go with 25 stuns, leading his team in the punch department. Lil Red Wolf with a pair of points, a save, 8 stuns, and then Newton Dad coming in with 1 save, 8 stuns, subbing in. And yeah, and as far as snipe time in there goes, well, don't worry about it. It's nighttime on this stream. Alright, so we still, as per usual, have some more matches coming up. However, that's the last one for this very moment. Next match going to follow in about an hour and a half from now, it looks like, as we go to visit Pineapples versus Mozzies. So Mozzies we already had streamed a little earlier on. For the OCE region, and Pineapples yet to see them, but we'll see them quite soon. Another, again, hour and a half from this very moment. So until then, I've been Palidore, that's been SputnikKobra, and this has been VRML. Thank you guys for joining us and for chatting, and we'll see you again a little bit later. So be happy, be safe, be healthy, and good to each other. Correct Newton, OCE match coming up next. And yes, we'll see you real soon.